2017 was by far the most exciting year of my life, but it also came with many challenges. I kicked off the year traveling to Spain and spending half of the year studying classical guitar. It's something I've dreamed of doing since hearing about the master's program in 2014. I felt privileged to be able to call this beautiful city my home for the next 6 months. I was excited about this new chapter in my life, ready to take on every challenge that came my way. I was grateful for this opportunity of a lifetime to be able to immerse myself with the craft I love so much, and I never once took that for granted. My days in Alicante went by in a flash, and it felt like a vivid dream. I studied with guitar legends David Russell, Fabio Zanon, Assad Brothers, Pepe Romero, and Manuel Barreco. Spending every day with my heroes was such an honor, and the valuable lessons I learned from each and every one of them will stay with me forever. Exploring the beautiful city had me in awe, whether it was with friends or alone. Almost every day, I would take the time to step outside to admire the streets, breathing the Mediterranean air, listening to the seagulls, and letting it all soak in. One of the many highlights was when my mom came to visit me from Japan during spring break, and we traveled to Andalusia. Every second of the trip was truly beautiful, and I cherished each moment with my mom. As we walked down the streets of Granada and saw La Alhambra with my very own eyes, it got me emotional, imagining what it was like when Francisco Tárrega wrote Recuerdos de la Alhambra, a masterpiece that every guitarist has played at least once in their lifetime. We enjoyed the flamenco show at night. It wasn't refined and polished, but rather raw and full of passion, which I loved so much. I also explored Barcelona and Mallorca with my dear friend. Mallorca was breathtaking as we took the train to the countryside and walked along the white sandy beaches with beautiful teal-colored water. After all the countless excursions, my time in Spain ended in early July. I said goodbye to my friends who I got to know like brothers and sisters while we studied and lived together. Coming back to Chicago after all that was hard because my heart was still in Spain. But I know that an end is also the beginning of another chapter, and I was happy to bring back what I learned to my students, colleagues, and friends. One of the many reasons for my study abroad was in hopes of becoming a better performer, as I never felt quite right on stage. I never enjoyed the attention. I was always terrified of being in the spotlight, and I think it showed in my playing. When I look back at all the concerts I've done in that year, from my Spain debut in March, the second concert in April, and the third in June, I can see a big difference in the way I carry myself on stage. I have a bit more confidence in myself, and therefore my performances improved. I'm still not entirely comfortable, but I know this is something that will take me many more years to overcome, and I'm okay with that. In September, I gave a concert of all Spanish repertoire in suburban Chicago. It was a special concert for me, as the music I chose reminded me of all the great memories in Spain. The concert was sold out, and it turned out to be a big success. It was a necessary performance to self-evaluate how much I've grown over the course of 6 months. For Thanksgiving, I got to see my family and friends in Japan. It had been 2 years since I last saw my dad, my brother, and his family. The highlight of the trip was getting to bond with my 3-year-old niece. It was a tender moment with her, and she gave me a warm feeling in my heart that I've never felt before. A different kind of love.
Okay. How do you do?
How do you?
Oh, very good.
2017 was an emotionally difficult year for me. I struggled with several personal relationships which I had never experienced before. But going through this emotional roller coaster helped me grow as a person, and I'm thankful for the lessons I've learned. I've come to the conclusion that things really do happen for a reason, and I've learned to accept that. I also realized the complexity of love and how important it is to surround yourself with the people you love and the people who love you back. Always be with those who make you a better person. Surround yourself with positive energy and eliminate negativity from your life. Because life's too short to surround yourself with misery, resentment, and the people who don't appreciate you. If there's one thing I can tell all of you, it's to follow your dreams. Whether small or big, it doesn't matter. But don't throw it out the window before you even try it, because anything is possible if you put your heart into it. That's something I've learned early on in life, and I'll always stick to that. It was my dream to study in Alicante, and I made it happen. Some people might call that stubborn or selfish, but I'm always going to be a dreamer, and nobody can stop me. May all your dreams come true in 2018.